Alright, now let's add the sign up button right after the map. So we're going to place it right there. Okay, so we're going to use the button tag. And let's write sign up is free. Okay, and let's add a few classes to the button, starting with button, then button large to make it large, and then we're going to use the green class to use this nice green color. Okay, now let's add some margin top as well as margin bottom, okay, to separate the button from the results at the bottom. So let's give it an extra class sign up and style it using the class. Okay, so we already had one from the Notes app. So I'm just going to change this slightly to margin 50 pixels auto. So you got a misspelling there. Okay, here we go. So let's just reduce slightly the margin to 30 pixels. Alright, now let's link the button to the sign up form. So to do that, we're just going to add a couple of classes. So we're going to need a data toggle that we'll set to model and a data target that we'll set to the ID of the model, which is sign up model. Okay, so let's save and refresh, and let's make sure that everything works. So if I click on the button, we can see the module appearing. Okay, so now we're going to customize this module, okay, and add a few fields. So let's go to the sign up form. Okay, so first of all, let's change the title to something like start using our car sharing app. Let's have a quick look at the final website and see what fields we need to be adding. So let's add a first name, last name right after the username. So let's just copy the username code. Okay, so that's going to be the first name. Okay. Okay, and let's copy again. And that's going to be the last name. All right, and then we've got the email address and then the password and confirm password. And then we're going to need the telephone number right after this one. So let's give it an ID, phone number. And the type here is text. And the name is phone number, ID phone number, and a placeholder telephone number. Okay. And then we're going to have the gender. So again, we're going to have a form group. But this time we're going to place the inputs inside the labels, like this. Okay. So the first one is going to be an input of type radio. Let's give it a name, gender. So that's the name or the value we're going to use for processing the form. And the ID for this one is going to be male. And the value is going to be male as well. Okay. And then for the label itself, we're going to write male. So let's copy this for the next radio button. And we're going to change male to female. All right. And then finally, we're going to have the comments field. So you're going to have a form group again. And we're going to place a text area inside the form group. Okay. So let's give it a name. We're going to call it more information. And it also needs a class form control. Okay, so let's save. And before we try this, let's just add a label to the text area. Write comments like that. Okay. So you're going to need an ID for the text area. And I'm going to use the ID for the label. Okay, so let's save this and refresh our page. Okay, so we can see all the extra fields there. Okay, so for the comments, we're just going to make the text area slightly bigger. So you're going to specify the number of rows. So let's add that in here. So rows, let's go for 5. Okay, that looks better. And also we need to make sure that we limit the number of characters that the user is allowed to input in here. Okay, and that number is the same one we placed inside the database or the table. So let's set that to 300. All right. Okay, so the sign up button is going to show if we are not logged in. If we are logged in, we're not going to be showing the sign up button. So we're going to go back to the sign up button code, and instead of using HTML code straight away like that, we're going to use some PHP code. Basically, this is very similar to what we did with the navigation bars. So let's just copy the PHP code from there. Okay. So if we are signed in, we are not going to show the sign up button. Otherwise, we will show the sign up button. So let's just change this and say, if we are not signed in, then we're going to echo the sign up button. Okay. So you're going to place everything inside double quotes. So we're going to change stuff inside the button tags to single quotes instead of double quotes. And let's copy that and place it inside the echo statement. Okay, so let's save this and refresh the page. So the sign up button shows here as we are not logged in. If we log in, then we can't see the sign up button. Okay.